does look a little bit stupid like that. Don't get me wrong, there are some moments where I'm like, I would have 100% dwelled in that freak out panic mode for a lot longer than she did before I moved on. And it is dropping bombs like you would not believe. Hello, I'm Beth Joey and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel where I paint my face, turn my camera on and talk about some books. It is Friday evening after a very long week. It's about 5 p.m. in the evening. I've just finished work for the day and I am exhausted. I am running out of content for next week, so I thought, why not do just a simple, easy, cozy reading vlog. Becca over at Becca in the Books and Mel from Mel Lenore Reads are hosting some sprints tonight over on Mel's Patreon. I'm gonna join those at 7 p.m. tonight, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna sit on this couch, get myself a hot water bottle, a blanket, and the book that I'm reading at the moment, and just relax. So as for the book that I'm going to be reading in this video, it will be The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Now, if you haven't already heard of this book, it is a super fun, interesting mystery trilogy surrounding the Hawthorne family and a girl by the name of Avery Graham. So Avery is a girl who has been struggling to get by. She just keeps her head down, work hard for a better future, and then one day a guy arrives to her school, demands that he come with her, and she finds out that she is the heir to an eccentric billionaire's entire fortune, simultaneously disinheriting his entire family. And of course, they're not too keen about this. So Avery is completely dumbstruck by this, completely thrust into a world that she doesn't understand. And so she decides to solve the mystery of why she got this money in the first place and become part of a bit of a love triangle between her and two of the brothers. And I want to read the first book in this series as a reread because I've already read it, so that I can continue on with the rest of this series and hopefully finish it this weekend. That's my goal for this weekend. I'm about halfway through the first book at the moment. It is really interesting so far. Avery has found out about this inheritance that she now has in her name. She's found out about the clause that basically says that she has to live in the house for a year with the family. She's not allowed to kick them out under any circumstances unless it's like extenuating circumstances, like they tried to kill her or something, in order to get this inheritance. So she's kind of stuck there. She has to go to this private school filled with kids that know more about this family's really dark history than she does. She's teamed up now with the brothers to find out why the grandfather has disinherited his entire family. There's definitely sparks flying at the moment between Avery and one of the brothers, Jamison, who is a bit of a drunk, I think. He's just constantly showing up in scenes really drunk. But I also think that there's more like tension and more like sexual tension, but it's YA, so not really just tension, between her and a different brother, Grayson, who is like actively against her, actively negative towards her. But I don't know, there's something about it that I have a feeling that that's where she's gonna end up. I'm going to continue reading this book and we are just going to enjoy the cozy vibes. Another notification and I'm now in a bit of a conundrum because India over at What India Reads is also hosting sprints tonight. So I'm like, whose sprints do I attend? I love both of these booktubers. You know what? We are going to just split our time between the two of them and see what happens. Or to be fair, I know India often doesn't host like late night sprints, whereas I think Mel and Becca will. So maybe I'll do India first and then join Becca's and Mel's once India's is done. I don't know, we'll figure it out later. I'm sure you guys will see in a second. This lighting is not ideal, but hey, we are making do. I am a couple hours into my cozy reading evening and I have just finished The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, my reread that I am starting off this cozy night with. And again, really loved this book. I think it's probably gonna get 4 or 5 stars again like it did last time. I haven't run it through Corpal yet, so I'll have to update you when I have. Sorry, I've got bangs now and like whenever I put my hair in a ponytail, it always like sticks out the top there just a little little tuft. The Inheritance Games is another one of those books with a reasonably large cast of characters, but it's written in such a way that it really, really isolates the, you know, 2 to 3 characters that are really, really key to the story and gives you everything you could possibly need to know about them, sets them up so well. Like, I feel like I knew everything about Jamison and Grayson so clearly. They went through similar traumas, but really ended up experiencing their grief in such different ways. And then of course Avery in herself is one of my favorite sort of heroines in a YA at the moment, because she's just so strong and smart in like who she is, and she's so confident, but then also like she's acting like a normal teenager would, I think, in some of the life-threatening situations she's been put in. Don't get me wrong, there are some moments where I'm like, I would have 100% dwelled in that freak out panic mode for a lot longer than she did before I moved on. I really loved how her morals were completely unquestionable. Like, she didn't spend a cent of that money that she was given, and it kind of gave this sense that she never really felt like the money was hers. The atmosphere of this story reminded me so much of Knives Out, as everybody says, in that sort of creepy mansion with secrets and passageways and all that sort of stuff. But then it also had this like labyrinth-esque style to the house, you know, where different rooms being added on constantly throughout the years that the grandfather owned the house, which reminded me a little bit of like a horror sort of thriller movie, and that you just constantly have this feeling of like disarray and confusion because nothing's in order. The tension between Jamison and Avery was okay, but between Avery and Grayson, I mean, damn, I really hope that we get a bit more of that in the next book, because I love that couple. I think they're so cute. As for the rest of it, the writing was simple and readable, which is exactly what I wanted. The plot, I think, was paced really well, in that it gave you plenty of time at the beginning of the book to just come to terms with all the characters and the dysfunctional side of the family, and then also just Avery coming to terms with this new life that she now had to lead before it really delved into the mystery. I cannot wait to get to the next one, which is the Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So I'm going to jump straight into this sequel and hopefully be incredibly surprised by where it goes, because I haven't actually read this one yet and I'm really excited. So on to the next. Exactly 100 pages into this book, and man, it is dropping bombs like you would not believe. Like, what the hell? There are so many reveals, familial related reveals, just happening one after the other in this book right now, and it is, my god, it is making this such a speedy read. Like, I've been reading for quite a while and I'm fully aware of that, but I don't feel like I have. As you'd expect at the beginning of any sort of mystery book where there's been about a year since publication of the previous one, a decent amount of time at the very beginning was spent sort of summarizing everything that happened in the previous book, like reminding the reader of everything that went on. So, you know, I kind of sped through that pretty quickly because obviously I just read the previous book, so I wasn't particularly interested in that. After that, it just went go with like reveals, with mystery. It went straight into a new mystery, straight into some new riddles and problems and puzzle solving, straight into like reveals about family. Like, oh my god, this is literally driving me insane. And like the tension now between Grayson, Jamison, and Avery is sky high. The love triangle is going strong. Like, I want more time between Grayson and Avery because I'm kind of shipping them more than I ship Jamison and Avery. I'm really enjoying this so far though, but I just wanted to check in quickly to just say how many bombs this has dropped and how much I am loving it at the moment. So I'm gonna jump right back in and keep reading because I cannot put this down, and I'm gonna be staying up until this is finished, and that it's gonna take me a while. It's like, god, it's almost 10 p.m. and I'm not gonna be putting this down anytime soon. But anyway, back to reading. I won't lie, it's now 11 p.m. at night and I'm getting real tired. So I am going to wrap up this cozy reading vlog now. I am just over halfway, I think. Yeah, just over halfway through the Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm really enjoying it still. I'm having an amazing time. There are still more reveals just constantly happening throughout this story, and it's just keeping me so hooked. I don't know how I'm gonna go to bed and not like have dreams about this book. I'm really tired, so I'm going to wrap up this vlog here. I really hope you enjoyed this cozy evening reading with me. Let me know in the comments down below if you've had your own cozy evening anytime recently, or what books you're reading at the moment. Come and chat to me in the comments down below. I can't speak, I'm so tired. I really love talking to you guys, and I do my best to reply to every single comment. I really hope that you enjoyed this video as well, and if you did, please do let me know by liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell all down below. It is a super easy way to help my channel grow, and I will see you lovely people in my next video. Bye!